Hi everyone, it's V and it's another video on critical healing moment. It's been a while since I did a video, it's been a while since I did a vlog, and I thought I would put together something because tomorrow is my first day of school again, and I thought it could be interesting to film a little bit of my process of getting prepared to go back to school, which I'm not fully emotionally ready for yet. So right now I'm in my car and I am getting ready to go donate some produce to a local sort of initiative that's here in the community where I live that was started during the pandemic last year, where local gardeners donate their produce, things they grow. I don't know if you would call it produce from your backyard, your home garden stuff, to collection sites that will then donate them to local food assistance programs. So I haven't had too much luck with having excess in my garden, but this is the second time I'm donating, and I have here shishito peppers. I have some pepperoncini, is that how you say it? And a couple Roma tomatoes. They're in this bag, I can't really show you. So these past few days, I have just been tying up all my loose ends for my state of affairs here to get ready to go to school, just wanting to have all my ducks in a row so I don't have to worry about anything popping up once the semester starts, because a big concern of mine is time management. And once I get back from donating the things, I'll go ahead and show you my planner that I have for this year. The last day I was at work was on Thursday, and today is Monday, and I've had all of those days off, although work tried to call me in 2 times and I was like, no, I'm not coming in. I guess they're understaffed, but I was like, I'm going to take these days for me to get things in order so that I am prepared to be successful this school year. Most of it has been like kind of chores around the house. I cleaned my bathroom today. I cleaned up my little like cat and gardening corner where my cat's litter box is, and all of like my gardening supplies just stacked up over the course of the season. And I just organized it throughout stuff because I had been hoarding trash to plant things in. But now that the season is kind of winding down, I'm getting rid of the things that I have already used. They've been reused, they've gotten another life, and now it's time for them to go be recycled. And I still have a bunch of stuff outside. That's just the stuff that's inside that got cleaned up. So it looks a lot more nicer now. And oh yeah, I have a website now. It's authenticallyv.me. You can go check it out here. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I don't have much on there as of now, but I hope to include more stuff on there because I'm kind of pivoting away from Instagram. I find it very annoying to be on Instagram, but obviously I love YouTube still, so I'm still gonna be making videos. But on that website, I'll be writing more on my blog, which is a little easier to do than filming, editing videos. Anyways, I'm going to head off to donate these things, and then I'll meet you when I come back. Welcome back to my desk, where I hope the sound quality is better. Okay, right now I'm going to get my things ready for school, basically just pack up my bag. So I'm just going to transfer all the contents. This is my backpack. It's kind of dusty because it's been on the ground. But there's already a bunch of stuff in here that I just keep in here. Have hand sanitizer, obviously. I have 2 chapsticks actually. Just found another one. Always gotta have a chapstick everywhere. In fact, I just started using this wallet again. I got this wallet in 2013, I think, when I studied abroad in Hong Kong, and it's actually made out of recycled Hong Kong newspapers. and I just needed like more room and wanted to be able to carry things in here, like chapstick. I can also fit my AirPod case in here. And I started using cash again, so cash fits really well in here. It has a coin case, it fits coupons, very organized. So this is what I'm using. This is going in my backpack. And I also have this little makeup pouch that my old roommate gave me as a hand-me-down, and I still use it. And in here there's more chapstick, there's floss, there's nail files, nail clippers, menstruation products, band-aids. Actually, I need to refill these band-aids. I got this at a like volunteer fair, and there were band-aids in here, but it's out empty, so I need to refill that. And I'll have a little first aid kit ready. Oh wait, here's band-aids. So the band-aids can just go in here like this. And there we go. So this is also going in my backpack just because it has my essentials. So now there's a total of 3 chapsticks. No, there's a total of 4 chapsticks in this backpack. Okay, I have a mask in here. I think I need to wash this, so I'll switch it out. Now I'll get to some important things for school. If you follow my channel, you are probably familiar with the fact that I bullet journal, but I quit bullet journaling for the time being, and I am trying out the passion planner. I stopped bullet journaling because working in retail, I don't need to have a journal to keep track of things. There's much clearer like work and personal boundaries. So anything that I need to do at home, I actually just have this notepad here in front of me, on my desk that I use. And so I had gotten out of the habit of setting up my bullet journals and creating the spreads and everything. When I had a 9 to 5 that was pretty regular and I had weekends off, it was easier for me to bullet journal because I could just do it on the weekends and set a routine for it. But since my job has been very irregular, I don't have a set time where I can be like, this is the day I am going to bullet journal. Especially now because I have set my availability to be working my retail job on weekends, so I won't really know like my schedule. Although I have set Thursdays as like my day off from everything, no classes, no work, just time for myself, probably mostly for studying. And I also have other activities that I'm involved in that I'll put on Thursday. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I don't have time to set up my bullet journal anymore, and I thought I would try the passion planner. Not super into the passion plan bit, like the passion roadmap thing. I'm not super into it. Like, I don't feel like I have goals for like all these different parts of my life that need to be on a timeline. Like, I'm just kind of going with the flow, so not super into that. And usually if I create any type of roadmap, game plan, or want to brainstorm anything, it's for a specific purpose and at a specific time in my life, and I don't need to do it like quarterly or every year or anything like that. I just kind of do it as I feel that I need it. I also ordered some stickers off of Etsy. I spent so much time looking at stickers off Etsy to cover up some of the sections that I feel like are not necessary for me, and to add things that I usually do in my journal, which is like budgeting, and wanting to have like different to-do lists for different parts of my life rather than just personal and work, since work doesn't need to go in here and personal is kind of generic. So I want work for like school, for YouTube, things like that. So I got some stickers and I'm still waiting for them to come in the mail. I wanted to touch on something that I mentioned when I was in the car, which is just part of getting my life together, and that is budgeting, and especially budgeting my student loan refund. So I've done the math, and I will be paying my rent, my groceries, my gas, and my parking based off of my student loan refund. And everything else that I spend in my life will be from money that I earn in my job. That's just like, I felt like it was the most comfortable for me to be like, these basic necessities for my life are covered by my student loan, and anything else that I want to spend like for fun, for extra, for convenience will come from money that I earn in my job. So that's just how I decided to do it. And I'm interested in hearing from you all viewers if you're interested in seeing a video on how I do my finances as a graduate student, how I calculated how much to request, different things like that. So far, I don't have any scholarships. However, I just signed up and was approved and assigned to take notes for the Office of like Disabilities and Accommodations. So I'll take notes for the class that I'm already enrolled in, and I'll be sharing my notes with the office for students that need accommodations, and I do get some compensation for that at the end of the semester. So that's just a little bit of extra money. Like, I'm just trying to do things that are like easy to make some money while I'm in school. Speaking of finances, even though I'm using a passion planner, I am incorporating some of the bullet journal collections in the back. For example, one of the first things I set up is a savings tracker. So I use sinking funds, and I got this idea off of Asia Dang. I really love her finance videos, and just coloring in things to make sure you're on track. I've done several different like savings trackers, sinking fund trackers in the past, and I've never really stuck with any of them, but I am good at saving money. It's just how to keep track of it is what's been difficult for me, and how to see if I'm like on track to saving enough money, especially when I don't have that much extra money to save and put away. Like when I had more than enough to live on, I was really good at setting, like paying myself first and putting things in savings first before doing any spending money. Now I kind of do it in reverse because I am on a limited income where I have to make sure that I pay everything first, like my rent, bills, food, and everything, and then at the end of the month I see what's left over and I put it into savings, because I often go over budget, and because my hours vary from week to week, I don't know how much I'll be paid. You know, I kind of know a minimum, but I don't know how much. Like I could be paid $250 a week, or I could be paid almost $400. So it all just depends on the week. So I have several different sinking funds that I track in here. And then I also have a ideal schedule. Time management is going to be like a big thing for me, because I feel like I'm going from 0 to 100 with working like less than 30 hours a week to, let's see, 2 3-hour classes. So that's 6 hours plus a 16-hour internship. So that's 22 hours. Am I doing that right? 16 hours, 22 hours. And I have a job where I said I would work maximum 24 hours a week. So that's 46 hours. That's already more than a 40-hour work week if you're counting everything. And then plus, that's not including any like assignments and outside work I have to do for classes. So it feels like a bit much. So I have this schedule for myself, and I've blocked off time for self-care and things like that too. Especially things like transitioning between field and coming home, and making sure I get to do an activity that transitions my mind and body to a different activity. So that's my ideal schedule. And then, of course, my syllabus spreads. I've done this in my bullet journal, and I have several videos on that. The other thing that I did in here is I cut out the school calendar where I'm interning, and I pasted it into the monthly. So then like I pasted it in here because they follow like the Jewish calendar, so they have different days off and things like that. Okay, so this is going in my backpack. I said all that to do that. And then I also have my pen case here. I got this at Daiso. Did I get it in Japan? I think I did when I went to Japan. All of my highlighters for the color-coded things are in there. Actually, I'm going to take out things that I don't need. And I have my textbook here. I'm sure most social work students use the same textbooks. The class that I'm taking tomorrow is a class that I've taken at my old program, so and I'm sure I'm going to learn a new spin on things, but I've already taken that class, so it might be a little bit slow in the beginning. So I printed out a bunch of things, but I'm not going to take them with me. This is a notebook that I use there's barely any notes in here, but just for orientation I took notes in here, so I guess I'll bring that. And I am bringing my laptop because opposed to last time I was handwriting notes for all of my courses, but I'm trying to do digital note taking. So I have my laptop and I'm using OneNote, and I also got a pen for it's a Lenovo Yoga, and actually this can go in here like this. I think kind of goes in the USB thing because I don't want to use so much paper. Like before I would print every reading, and because I like to like highlight and write and things like that, but because I didn't have the pen I couldn't do that, so now I'm trying it out. Obviously I'll need my charger, which I'll pack up later. I think that's it. So I will be vlogging tomorrow morning, so I guess that's when I'll see you next. So I just fed my cat. He is very particular with his food, so he'll only eat it if I sprinkle freeze-dried duck on top because he's fancy and spoiled. And I did a little bit of an outfit change. I didn't like that green shirt I was wearing underneath, but this is the outfit for today. You can't see the bottoms, but there are these amazing vintage jeans that I got out of a bin in Goodwill. I'm currently making water for my coffee. I drink instant coffee almost every day. And I did my 5-minute meditation. I'll just wait until the coffee stops. So as I was saying before, I got cut off by the kettle. I did my meditation this morning, which is a new daily practice I'm trying out with the intention of carving out more time to reflect intentionally on conflict transformation and how violence shows up in my life. I don't know if I'm meditating correctly. I don't think anyone's really taught me how to meditate, but what came to my mind this morning and what I had as a mantra for myself was, with everything I encountered this day, may I meet it with nonviolence. And yeah, I just think that's something important to hold on to going into a new situation where there's a potential to be activated by things. I have to go in like 5 minutes. And I'm still working on my breakfast. Brown cow yogurt is my current favorite yogurt. It's so creamy. I have to eat breakfast every morning, no matter what time I wake up. I think I forgot to mention that I am taking a 3-hour class, so that's a lot. The professor said there's gonna be like at least 2 breaks, so I brought snacks with me, obviously. I have my water. I just got this blender like a few days ago and I've used it pretty much every day, and I have a smoothie in here and also has matcha powder in it for caffeine, popcorn, and cashews. So I hope that's enough to get me through today. I'm a little behind schedule, but that's why I'm always trying to leave early for stuff. So I'm actually on time, I think. My commute is 50 minutes, and usually when I drive to work, I listen to my music on Spotify. But I thought that since I am returning to society as a student, I should probably be more well informed of things. I've definitely lost track of a lot of current events and things like that after not being on social media. So I'm going to listen to NPR today. I just got back in my car after my first class. It is incredibly hot, and I just turned down the air conditioning a little bit just so the sound would be better. I was going to get lunch like near campus, but I was just honestly too hot to figure it out with dietary restrictions. So I'm just gonna go home. Maybe I'll get something on the way home. First day of class was first day of class. I don't have much to say about it. We mostly did introductions, and I'm already noticing a difference in terms of like the makeup of the class in terms of identities and diversity in a positive direction compared to the previous program that I was in. I'm already noticing a lot more acknowledgement about abilities and ableism from the professor and the students, and I feel like that is also another good sign. And so far, like honestly, I looked at the syllabus. The workload looks a bit easier in the sense that there's less reading. However, the difference is that there are non-essay assignments. Everything that I did in the previous program was like either an essay or a presentation, but there is like a quiz in this class, which I think is interesting. It's open book, but there's still a quiz. Overall, I'm like trying to be sociable, but it's a little bit difficult for me. I don't really like small talk, but hopefully I'll be forced to interact with people in a different setting. Yeah, after I had to go get my ID, so I left it in my pocket, and now I'm gonna go home. And I'm really tired, so I might take a nap when I go home. So I actually ended up going to Panera for lunch after like deciding on a bunch of different places, going to a place, sitting in the parking lot, and looking at the menu on my phone and deciding I didn't want to eat that today, or the options were too limited for my dietary restrictions. So I went to Panera and I started getting a headache. So once I got home, I just like laid in bed and watched some videos and dozed off for a second. And once I decided to officially take a nap, I couldn't fall asleep. And I've just been doing some things here and there. I'm so exhausted. I don't know why, if it's from the heat or whatever. But right now I am going to be preparing my lunch for tomorrow, my first day of internship. And I harvested some of my eggplants, which are apparently overripe, but I'm gonna try to roast them and see what happens. But I guess that is it for this vlog. I don't think I'm gonna try to vlog tomorrow. I'm just so tired. But that's it. My first day of class in my new MSW program. If you like this video, like, subscribe, you know, all those things I'm supposed to say, and I'll see you in the next one.